Blair. How's your week going?
It's good. Very stressful. It's homecoming this week. We just had football frenzy, so a lot of my time is stretched thin.
What is football frenzy?
It's like a big intramural competition, I guess you'd say. It's flag football, and it's a Greek community that participates in it, and the fraternity and sororities that are paired for homecoming are paired for the football frenzy team. And depending on like how you do and your placing in frenzy, it's like 10% or 10 points towards overall like homecoming sweepstakes.
How did your team do?
We were with Farmers this year, and we actually won. We were the only team who went undefeated. We got to play in Boone Pickens Stadium on Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. So it's really exciting. Everybody paints up, wears their shirts. It's really intense. For like how small of a thing it is to most people, it's very intense for the Greek community.
It does sound intense. I know that homecoming is a very intense thing in general. There's a lot going on. Tell me about how it's affecting your life and, school right now.
Yes, especially because I'm a director this year, so I spend a lot of my time over at Farmhouse trying to make sure that the grids are hung where they need to be and that everyone has everything accomplished that needs to be done, and just trying to keep the morale up, I guess, is a big thing, especially like when those pumping hours start to toll on everyone. Everyone's exhausted, as exhausted as we are, so just trying to like encourage everybody is what's really like at the point we're at now, I guess, is what you'd say.
Right. So being a director, I know a lot goes into that behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to dedicate a lot of time. Tell me, how is that affecting your life and your schoolwork and your friends and things like that right now?
My friends are very understanding. They're doing the same things I am for the most part, so they understand, and they've been more than like welcoming. When I'm hungry, anything, like they don't even have to ask if I'm hungry. They just know they know me. They know I'm going to be hungry. Showing up with food, making sure I don't need any errands done, because it seems like now, like especially in these last few weeks, I don't have time to run to Walmart. I don't have time to do anything. So my roommates especially, they're like stepping up and like helping me out a lot. Grades is where it's like becoming an issue because it's important for me. I have to keep my GPA up. So I'm losing a lot of sleep because between being at Farmhouse and being in the library, like one has to even out, I guess. So the sleep is where we're lacking at.
I understand that. So tell me, how does the whole homecoming thing work? I know that you have to pair a fraternity and a sorority. Is that just random, or how does it work?
It's really behind the scenes kind of thing. What I would say is it's kind of like we have a group of homecoming directors that we elect for my sorority, and the same goes for fraternities. And to sum it up, we basically go on dates. A group of eight of our sorority girls that are our homecoming directors and their homecoming directors get together and talk about some of the ideas they have and what kind of plans they have for this year's homecoming. And it's kind of a who's the best compatible, who do we think will work, who can accomplish our ideas the best, and who can complement each other the best kind of thing. A lot of that goes on, and a lot of it is because we have so many competitive sororities that fraternities seek out sororities that they would like to pair with. So they try to send them cookies or send them something that the girls would really like just to keep them fresh on their minds. It's a lot of behind-the-scenes dating is what I like to say.
Okay, that makes sense. So homecoming to me, it kind of seems like it's just a very stressful environment. A lot of the time you've got a lot of stuff to do and a lot of deadlines you have to meet. What drove you to wanting to be a director, or what makes you love homecoming so much that you want to be a part of a leadership position?
I have come to homecoming since before I could even walk. I remember every year that was one of the highlights of my year, just seeing these incredible things that starts with a small piece of nothing, and you create it into something that it blows your mind, basically. And the first year I was up here and I saw how much behind the scenes work truly goes into it, and I just knew, like, I can do that. I'm very assertive in my leadership power, and when things need to get done, I can get them done, and if I can't, I can delegate jobs. So that's something that, like, I work really well at, so I decided to apply for the position. And the group of directors that I'm working with is phenomenal. I feel like we all really go well together, and everyone accomplishes their job, which makes my job a lot easier.
Right.
It's a lot of time management, though, is something that I have to improve on to make sure that the whole thing meets the deadlines and when they have to be done.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're very passionate about it. Like you said, you've come to homecoming since you were in diapers, that sort of thing. So what is your favorite thing about homecoming? Being a director, just being a part of it, just attending? What is your all-time favorite?
Being the first year as a director, I would say this is the highlight. Like, the work, the underappreciated work that goes into it, that's what I like. I don't want the attention. I don't want to be a homecoming candidate. I want to be the person behind the scenes that when that little girl walks up and she's blown away because of that picture on the board, that could be me on this homecoming deck, that could be me one day, and that was me who made that decision. That's the most exciting part for me. So I can truly say being a homecoming director has changed my perspective and realizing, like, it's not about being in the public eye. It's about, like, encouraging these girls, and I lined it up for all of my sisters to make, and now look what they've been able to do.
That's so cool. Well, it's been so nice to talk to you today, Blair. I hope homecoming goes really well for you guys.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.